living large and taking charge, big boys.
Listen up, it's Danny and Tay, and we are heard. Hi guys, welcome back to episode 96 of Heard the Podcast. This is Danny, and I am joined by a special guest. What's your name, special guest?
The Jonathan Xavier.
Wait, so you added the at the beginning now? So now you want
the no me.
So now you're the Jonathan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, what have you been up to, Jonathan? Oh, well, before that, I keep forgetting. Before that, thank you guys again for tuning in to episode 96. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Heard the Podcast. Make sure you guys like and share with a friend. We are available on all podcast platforms. Make sure you guys check out our YouTube channel. Type in HER''D the podcast and subscribe. And yeah. So anyways, back to you, Jonathan. What have you been up to lately before we get into the show? Because this is your first time on Heard the Podcast.
Yes, I was actually supposed to do one with you sometime last year.
Oh, when the Megan stuff came out. Yeah.
Yes.
The album, Good News.
Well, speaking of good news, I graduated from the Bowie State University on Friday.
Why everything got a V at the front of it now?
I mean, you got to put an emphasis on it. This is legendary.
I know that's right. And what was the major?
Human resource development.
Okay. So you have any career plans, or are you in the works of getting started with work, or?
So I do want to tap into the government, work within HR there. I do want to become an HR director.
Okay.
So definitely, making sure the organization is running smoothly. No chaos, a peaceful environment.
What kind of organization? Like, do you have anything that you want to focus on, or does it matter?
I actually want to work within HBCUs.
Okay.
So I am going to be a 3-time HBCU alum.
All right.
So yeah, I definitely want to give back to one of many, or if not multiple, HBCUs across the nation.
What was your where did you go undergrad? Tell everybody where you went to undergrad.
All right. So if y'all are tuning in, I went to Livingstone College in Salisbury, North Carolina.
That's right.
Shout out to Shadiamond. I hope you're listening.
She was on last episode, I think, or the episode before that. She was on last episode. Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all listen to that one too. And then for my first master's, I went to Howard University.
Oh wait, so you have
DC.
2 masters?
This will be my second master's.
Oh,
yes,
see, look at you. See, I got my bachelor's degree from Towson, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I am done. Okay, done. I can't do it. No, I'm not doing it. But kudos to you for real though, because it takes a special type of person to go back to their It takes a special type of person to go back for their masters twice.
Yeah, but I think because I switched what I wanted to do, I do want to still work within social work, so I can definitely tie the skills together. But I do want to kind of have the opportunity to do more than just therapy, casework.
So it was social work that you got your master's in at first, or was that undergrad?
My bachelor's and master's was in social work.
Okay. So you're a people person, like you listen to people, and you're open-minded to. Okay, well that's great. Okay, because I'm definitely looking for a therapist. Actually, I've been looking at therapy for blackgirls.com. There's actually a lot of therapists in the Largo. I live in Largo. There's actually a lot of therapists in like the Upper Marlboro, Largo area. So I just got to pick who I want to go see or whatever. So yeah. Anywho, okay. So usually for Heard the Podcast, we try to start off with positivity, shout outs or anything random that we came across on social media or in real life. So there's a couple of things on my list real quick. We can just run through this real quick. Did you hear about Jaden Smith opening up a restaurant to feed homeless people for free?
Yeah, and I think that is so dope that he's doing that. I definitely feel that his parents have definitely molded not just him, but their kids in general into being servant leaders. And they're so young. So I feel like that's a positive thing. And them being Black as well. Like, it's just spreading the positivity across, the nation all around. So yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, so the restaurant, because he started off with the food truck called I Love You, that sold healthy, well, didn't sell it, but they gave out healthy vegan food to the homeless. So now it's going to be a restaurant that gives out healthy vegan food to the homeless. And if you're not homeless, you have to purchase the food, and you also have to purchase the food for the person behind you as well. So that's a good idea as well. So I think that's very commendable. And I admire him for that. He's definitely an entrepreneur, so I definitely admire him for that. And his music is actually pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you're familiar with his music. Listen to his music. You have. I actually seen him live before.
See, I haven't seen him live before, but I have listened to some of his earlier stuff.
Yeah, he opened for Tyler the Creator. That's why I saw him a couple years ago.
Tyler's dope too.
Let me some Tyler. Okay. And then Naomi Campbell, she just broke news and said that she just had a healthy baby at 50 years old. So kudos to her. Shout out to her for delivering a baby safely. That they say after 35 is risky for women to have kids, but she made it through. So kudos to her. And Janet Jackson, because she definitely had kids after she was 35 for sure.
Yeah, and those are definitely high risk. So shout out to them for delivering healthy kids, because most women their age wouldn't even be thinking about that. But it's definitely a risk they took. Definitely probably could have used some treatments that they could afford to make sure they were healthy throughout the pregnancy. So I commend them for that.
And I commend Naomi for being healthy as well, because she still looks good. She still looks the same size she looked when she came out.
I know, Black does not crack.
She okay, looks nice, slim, and trim. I'm talking about her body. I'm like, damn, sis, you still skinny as hell. So Ariana Grande just announced that she got married to her fiance. His name is Dalton Gomez. I'm not really sure what he does. He seems like a nice guy though, from the pictures I've seen. But yeah, she just got married. So shout out to her. Congratulations to Ariana Grande.
She's such a sweetheart, don't you think?
I do. I love her so much.
Yes.
I love her music. And actually, you know what? I wouldn't be mad at a Victorious reboot. I wouldn't be upset about that.
Ooh,
I'm not sure if they could afford her now, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be mad at a Victorious reboot. And then also, Bun B just announced that he is a new committee member of the NAACP, Houston's branch.
And see, you know what? Houston has really been doing their thing lately with charitable efforts. From the Beyoncés, the Megans, Solange.
Oh, you know what? Beyonce does have a charitable. Well, Solange has a charity for Houston. I think she does have a charity for Houston. I think I saw something the other day or something. She did something for Houston not too long ago. I think I saw something. I don't remember, but I know Beyonce has her Be Good Foundation as well. Solange did something. I can't remember what it was. I saw something. I know I did like last week or something like that. Do you follow Solange's her spam page on Instagram?
I do, and
I love it.
The content is always good. But I definitely feel like now that she, she's not her sister. Like, they're both private. But she definitely puts out music when she wants to, content when she wants to, and I feel like they're very good at branding. So,
Solange is a whole vibe.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
She's actually really open about her mental health issues as well too. She had a mental health issue not too long ago that she had to battle through. And it kind of took a toll on her physical body. She discussed that in one of her posts as well. So I like how she's open with her, because she's not perfect. Just because you come from a famous family doesn't mean anything. I love how she's open about her own issues. And then lastly, Sherry Shepherd She was shopping around a pilot called Black Don't Crack, and in the pilot, it includes Taj Mowry, Tisha Campbell, Viola Davis, and Essence Atkins. She was shopping around the pilot to ABC, and they declined it. They didn't move forward. But she's keeping her spirits up, and she's going to try to shop around to other networks. But it's a sitcom called Black Don't Crack, and it would star Tisha Campbell, Taj Mowry, Viola Davis, and Essence Atkins.
Well, I definitely feel like with the right people in place, it can happen. A lot of networks have been turning down some good sitcom ideas that people have been putting out there. So, it's all about how you present it for sure.
Yeah. I mean, are we over sitcoms, or like, what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like it's the people that's running them that is just like, I don't think that's a good idea. But honestly, TV, that's what TV is lacking.
Yeah. Do you think that we're like phasing out of like the scheduled programming and just onto like the Netflix and the Hulu of it all? Like, do you think that's what that is? Or
yeah.
I mean, I would say in a way, because you know what, honestly, like we still get excited to watch Snowfall when it comes out at 10 p.m. on every Wednesday. So it's like we're just sitting there waiting to live tweet. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's like a sitcom thing or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And
yeah, because
ABC kind of rebranded itself, I feel like. I don't know. ABC gives me very much like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. But a lot of the good sitcoms that they've had on TV, they only lasted about a year. Well, not even a year, but they lasted about a good 2 to 3 seasons. And then after that, they took them off. They're like, oh, we're not doing it no more.
Lil Rel, he had a little sitcom a couple years ago that didn't really last. I don't know. I feel like it was released on the wrong platform. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe we're kind of over it. Maybe we're kind of over the sitcom thing. I don't know. I have to revisit that. Anywho, okay, so on to the topics. Did you hear about the Bow Wow versus Little Romeo conversation? I don't know.
Yes, I definitely feel like they need to lay it to rest. If Versus definitely wanted that for the culture, it definitely would have happened before the transition of Apple TV. Well, not Apple TV, but Apple, was it Music?
Apple Music and Triller and stuff like that.
Yeah. Before they transitioned from Apple Music to Triller, I feel like it would have happened on the Apple Music platform. Of course, but Timbaland and Swiss Beats, they definitely had influence on the artists that, people kept saying, this is who we want, this is who we want. But then as well, if artists didn't want to do it, they weren't going to do it. For example, what took Ashanti so long to do it was because she was like, it has to be the right timing, the right person, and everything like that.
I think she wanted to wait till she released some music or something, because after that Versus, I think either before or after the Versus, she had released some new music or something. Yeah, so she was waiting for her music. That's all that was. Honestly, that's what I feel like.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like Versus before the transition to Triller, because honestly, I haven't watched too many on the Triller platform.
So you saw SWV?
Yeah, I saw that in Escape. R&B won that night for sure.
I didn't really catch it. I didn't catch too much of it, but I heard it was good. I heard it was a good matchup. I heard it was a good performance. So
yeah, not TLC. Lord,
not TLC. Escape.
Came out swinging.
Oh, okay. Really?
They came out swinging, but then SWV came back in the end and came through. But what I didn't like from Escape was that Tiny and Candy was trying to make it seem like, on behalf of Escape, we did write these 2 songs for people. Of course, No Scrubs was one.
See, I don't blame them from doing that though. I don't blame them from doing that. I don't blame them. If I came up, like, I would have played all them damn songs I wrote.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done it too, but at the same time, like you trying to put it up against, I guess, like songs that weren't as popular. They put those songs up against SWV that people may have not heard, or if people listen to the album, like the hits that they put out versus the songs that made the album cut. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it didn't seem as fair. Like, oh, if you want to play enough Scrubs, what is the next person gonna play? But like I said, SWV definitely held their ground.
So who you think won it?
For sure, I would say SWV because they came out at the end and performed weak, and the acapella was just so like flawless. Like they still sound good. I definitely feel like if they wanted to do like a comeback album of some sort and like just not remake, but like do
like a re-release,
what's it called? Like a re-release of the up-to-date voices. Like I definitely feel the magic would just wow everybody.
They should have did that. They should do that.
Yes.
Well, when it comes to the Romeo and Bow Wow thing, honestly, like I don't know why. I mean, we know that, like the Bow Wow and Romeo beef, that was like the beef of our childhood or whatever. But like I just feel like, honestly, I can't name one Romeo song. I love him to death, but I can't name one Romeo song. And when it comes to Bow Wow, honestly, it's only one good match with him, and I think it's Soulja Boy. I think Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy will be awesome, especially the way they're going now with the whole like the live stage performances and stuff they're doing with the verses. I think that would be great because they have songs together. They have songs together, and they also have songs with the same people, if that makes sense. So that would be a concert. That would be a great concert. That would be the damn near a damn Millennium Tour Part 4 or something or whatever. So I think that's a better business move to me. And you see how Soulja Boy, he's trying to like remind y'all, like, look, I'm still here. Like, I did this, I did that. I made this thing pop. I'm the one that did the TikTok stuff first. I made this thing popular first, So I think that's a better matchup. I think that's a better business move. And
I mean, I definitely feel like if those two were asked to do it, I pretty much feel like they would agree to do it. They definitely both have a good amount of hits that could go head to head with each other. Even though Bow Wow was long before Soulja Boy, like I definitely feel like the music can still hang with each other. You know what I mean?
I think when when Bow Wow was out, when he started doing that Omarion stuff, that was when Soulja Boy was out, right?
Yeah.
I think he'll start off with the Omarion stuff, like that Omarion era that he was in. Because before the Omarion stuff, that's when he was like little. I don't think he might do the little Bow Wow. You just don't know. Like he might do that one little time. And after that, it'll be like all like the preteen stuff he did.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that occurring.
That'll be a good listen, because if that'll be a whole concert, it'll be Chris Brown up in there, it'll be Omarion up in there, it'll be everybody, because they all have songs with the same people.
With the same people. You're exactly right.
Anywho, okay, so how did you feel about this Nicki Minaj return?
Nicki Minaj is like my go-to. Definitely when it comes to female rap. She's definitely in my top 5 of the greatest of all time.
Who's your top 5? Who's your 5?
So I'm not gonna put it in any type of order, like saying who's the best, but I would definitely say Nicki, Missy Elliott,
okay,
Little Kim,
okay. Top 5 female.
Yeah,
I'm thinking your top 5. Like,
no.
Top 5.
See, well, I can't put myself on the spot like that.
Okay. I ain't gonna do it to you. I thought you meant that. But so you say, okay, so your top 5 women are Nicki, Kim, Missy, and who else?
Somebody that's up and coming that I really like a lot is Doja Cat.
Oh my God, I love Doja Cat. And I'm constantly in, oh my God, Jonathan, I'm constantly in these arguments because people try to discredit her. They try to say that she's not a rapper. I'm like, yes, she is. She can do it all. And
I mean,
and
she's
you
a pop
people,
icon.
if she's a pop artist, yeah, she can do it all, and people aren't used to a bitch that can do it all very well. Because yeah, the rap girls, they try to sing, but Doja Cat sings and she actually sounds good. Like she's actually a good singer as well as a rapper.
Facts.
But I feel like when it comes to these award shows, they don't really put her in the proper categories. It's kind of weird because I don't know if you saw the Billboard Award nominations, but they put her in like these weird like R&B categories with like SZA and Jhené Aiko, and I'm like, she doesn't belong in these categories. I don't know why you're not trying to put her in the pop categories, because she's a pop girl.
She's not even an R&B. I mean,
not.
she can sing anything, but she's
can.
not an R&B artist.
Yeah, she's a pop artist because, like, I mean, even though her projects, like her last project, Hot Pink, it definitely has like R&B fusions in it. Definitely has like trap infusions in it. Definitely has alternative infusions in it. Definitely has rap infusions in it, or whatever. You know, she can do it all, but I don't think they should put her in that one department. Put her in the pop girl department with the Katy Perry and the Selena Gomez and stuff. Put her over there,
right?
Because it still makes sense,
right?
Because I mean, I think honestly, even with the pop girls make the same music Doja Cat does. They infused all the hip hop and rap stuff in there. Like Katy Perry, like she has songs that have like trap infusions in them. She'll have whole ass
with
fucking
Juicy
rappers.
J.
Yes, yeah. She'll have whole ass rappers on her songs. So it's just, I don't know. It's like it's a color thing too. They're racist, honestly, because like it doesn't make any sense.
Like don't get me started with the Grammys.
If she was white, she would be in that damn category with Ariana Grande, right next to Ariana Grande in that damn category. I don't know why they keep playing with. I don't know why they keep doing that.
Facts.
Yes, but anywho, back to the Nicki thing. For me, I love the return. I love the 3 new records. On the new release, not the new, on the re-release of Beam Me Up Scotty. I just didn't. I didn't really care for the rollout. I didn't care for her being late on live. And I wish there could have been something more done when it came to the marketing of it all, when it came to the rollout.
Yeah.
That's my only critique on that. I mean,
because normally her layout for when she's about to do something is like pretty much, you know, advertisement after advertisement. Like you seeing it before it even come out. And so I guess the fact that she came on live late, and then the content in terms of like what she wanted to talk about, she's like, oh, y'all only got like 15 minutes, this and that. I didn't really like that. Like, if you're gonna give suspense, you should definitely, you know, come on live an hour, chat with your people, even if Tay was late.
Blame it on Tay. Blame it on
Tay.
I think she should have did a damn
on there.
She should have did a damn YouTube release thing that everybody else be doing now. They go live on YouTube, and do it that way. I don't know why she didn't do that. Maybe it was like, I honestly think this was like a last minute thing. I don't know why I don't know.
Because she's been saying that she wanted to get her mixtape music on streaming services for a while. Okay. But when it came down to artists clearing records that she had remixed, that's what was the holdup. You know, some of the producers and stuff like that couldn't get it cleared. So the fact that she got the majority of the records cleared for Beam Me Up Scotty is great. If people want to, you know, go back and listen to those, I think 3 records or 4 records that couldn't get cleared, they definitely can. And that itself, to be honest, brings back the whole YMCB era. That when you saw those 3 on a track, you were like, okay, I'm out to get my life. Like the whole Roger That, the whole Bedrock, you know, that's stuff that, you know, we grew up on. And that's what I feel like is missing. Like there's no big 3 that compares to those 3 that are still in the game right now.
Right. I think I really think that they should do a video. Please do a video. Please do a video to See in Green. Please.
And it would be for the culture, but for sure.
But I don't think
I've been bumping it heavy. I said I've been bumping it heavy, but I don't think she'll do that right now. Yeah. I definitely feel like her and Drake are focused on the solo albums. Once Drake finally gets out Certified Lover Boy, once she finally puts out her 5th album, I definitely feel like
her thing.
The fifth thing. Heavy on the sleeves. I love Nicki when she does that. It's just like she definitely be in her bag. Like the 15 thing. I'm like, oh my God.
I actually loved her her SoundCloud freestyles too.
Yeah. See, this is why when she took her hiatus for as long as she did, and the Queen Radio like personnel, I definitely miss like the whole like her alter egos, you know what I mean? Like the Romans and the Oniko Tanya Mirage, like it definitely is missed. So I hope that this new era for Nicki, she comes back and she's tapping into some of her, I don't want to say tapping back into her old flow, but I definitely want to see like the variety of what she covers in her music. Definitely people have been saying like, oh, Meg is always talking about this and Cardi's always talking about that, but it's only few people that can actually switch it up and stuff like that. I definitely feel like Nicki went on a spree talking about the same thing as well.
Yeah.
So
I think everyone raps about the same thing. I don't
me.
know why. I think everyone raps about the same things over and over again. I don't know why they keep wanting to pick and choose who they want to
like who is doing
come
it.
at about it.
You know what I mean?
Everyone raps about the same shit all the time. I don't know why. So when you said that you think that the documentary is done,
I do feel like it is close to being done, if not probably 90% done. This documentary has been in the works for a very, very long time, since the MTV documentary she did when she first came out as like a pop icon. You know what I mean? Like the Save Me era, Super Bass.
I'm thinking about the one where they documented her VMA performance when her dress ripped.
Yeah, well, I think in terms of that, I definitely feel like this documentary that she's about to put out, I definitely feel like it's pretty much done. I probably would say now at this point she's probably editing. I definitely feel like she probably wants to incorporate some of the new music that she's done. So I feel like it's pretty much done. It's just, whatever she's going to put in there. Like, she definitely says she wants to do a tour when the album drops and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how we return to festivals and stuff like that with the pandemic and everything.
I was just thinking about checking out Broccoli Fest Instagram page just to see what's going on, because a lot of these like Rolling Loud, Miami, they about to start having festivals again. Chicago about to start having festivals again. So I'm like, what's going on with DC? I don't know what's going on with DC.
And see, I basically took my money back because the whole pandemic, and we didn't know what it was going to be like a year later. Luckily we have a vaccine, but I'm still kind of skeptical in terms of like bigger crowds like that. Like I don't know how that's gonna be.
I don't understand the whole if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. I'm like, I'm still wearing my mask regardless. So I don't know. I mean, and how you know I got vaccinated or not? Like, how do you know if I got vaccinated?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know that. And so anyone can just say, I'm getting the vaccine or I have the vaccine and I can walk around freely with no mask on.
I honestly don't feel comfortable no more without wearing a damn mask, to be honest with you. I'm like, am I naked? Oh my gosh. I'm missing.
Right. It's basically like an everyday accessory at this point.
I'm definitely wearing my mask regardless. Anywho, back to Nicki. We just sped off somewhere else. We do that a lot on the show, so don't be mad about that. Anywho, so since Nicki came out, all the girls been greedy. People asking her left and right, can you unblock me? Can you come on my remix? Can you do this? Can you do that? So Young Miami, everybody was laughing at her because she was like, oh, Nicki, can you unblock me, please? What do you think?
I would like never even have said that in public. For it. Like it's asking for, people to definitely start having an opinion on something they may have not been familiar. Because honestly,
if she had me blocked, I
didn't
wouldn't have
even
told nobody. I wouldn't have
like
told
I don't
nobody.
like I remember, the whole Cardi and City Girls thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Breakfast Club,
I didn't think it. Yeah, I didn't think it was like that much of an issue where she blocked both of them.
Oh yeah, she blocked. Oh, she blocked JT too.
Yeah, I want to say she blocked both of them. She blocked both of them, and basically, her and Cardi, they don't speak. So I feel like due to them both supporting Cardi because Cardi did the twerk song for them, and that was like their biggest hit. They were like, basically
Carisha
supporting Cardi. Like I feel it's almost like there were a lot of female rappers, but also there were a lot of DJs and there were a lot of male rappers that were on the Nicki hate train.
Like the Migos and stuff.
Yeah, and now y'all popping out basically saying, as if y'all support, but y'all should have kept that same energy, 3 years ago when all of this was going down.
Yeah. I think when you're in Miami, I don't think that she bashed Nicki, but I think when she answered that, first of all, them even asking, "Oh, are you Team Cardi or Team Nicki?" Like that was messy in itself. But either way, I think she could have answered that question more gracefully, and it probably wouldn't have been no issue. So
for sure,
yeah. But anywho, okay. So have you heard about the Joe Budden stuff, the whole Joe Budden drama?
Yeah. I've listened to Joe Budden's podcast quite a few times.
Same.
And I definitely feel like he has this mindset of he can just say what the hell he wants. He doesn't care how it comes off, even if it sounds arrogant. Some of his commentary definitely gives off the vibe of if you're a woman, basically I'm the authoritative. And yeah, like the whole thing with Mal and Rory, that to me, to see them go, his podcast definitely is not going to be the same.
Yeah, they added a pizzazz to the show. We all want to hear Roy and Mal.
Yeah, but if you notice, after this whole, not after this whole debacle, but if you notice that since this whole debacle occurred and he's been back on his podcast, I believe Mal and Rory are going to be doing something together. I saw something they posted.
Oh yeah, they posted
today.
So it wasn't today. What you mean they posted it like an announcement?
Yeah, I think it was like it was definitely a flyer of some sort.
Send it to me. I didn't see that. Send it to me. But
I'm gonna send it to you.
But they actually, Roy and Mal actually released something a couple of days ago explaining their side of everything. And I honestly believe Roy and Mal, but I just think overall, even with the whole Olivia Dope sexual harassment allegations, because he definitely was sexually inappropriate with her. I'll just say this, like it was very poor leadership skills, and very poor workplace, I guess, employer skills. If you like, it was just very poor conduct and very poor leadership skills all around. And then also, like, you have to remember, we may know these people because of you, but you have to remember these are still people. They're not beneath you. You know what I'm saying? Like, essentially, you still need them, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have, this platform, if you will, or this interesting of a platform. That's what I feel like.
And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
send me that post, because I didn't see. Because if they have a podcast together, I would definitely tune in for that. I would definitely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't mind. Sure. I like Roy. I love Mal too. He's real. Like, I think Mal is super laid back, but he's still interesting. If that makes sense. Like, he's not boring. He's laid back, but he's not boring. I don't think of him as boring.
For sure, they definitely gave a different, personality to his podcast. So I would definitely tune in if they started their own.
He said, "I'll name this response later." That's funny. Yeah, so I don't see a flyer on Rory's page, but I know Rory, he manages a couple of musical acts, I believe, and he has his own he does his own like entrepreneur thing on the side as well. But anywho, yeah, I just think it was just poor leadership skills, just him becoming this real big headed, and like, you know, people just when they reach a certain amount of success after being, you know, after failing so much, I guess they, you know, they become big headed, and I don't know, but either way, you have to be humble in the process. Let me see. Oh,
sure.
You sent me a post. Let me see. Hold on. Oh shit, Rory and Mal. Ooh.
So you know what that means.
Oh. Okay. So moving along, are you familiar with Snoop Dogg's kids?
The ones that are, you know, out there.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, Cordell, he's out there. I think Cordell played like college football at one point, but he's out there with this whole like modeling thing and like social. He's like a socialite, I guess. And then his daughter, her name is Corey. Her name is Corey. So I brought them up because his daughter Corey came out and said, you know, yeah, like at one point she contemplated suicide because she had a lot of, you know, just issues like with her body and feeling ugly, being dark skinned, people calling her ugly. She would be looking in the mirror and she would ask her mom, like, Mom, I'm ugly, Mom. Why am I so ugly? How come I don't look like my brothers? Like, why am I so dark? Like, you know, things like that, which is heartbreaking. And, you know, I look at her social media and I see her mom always makes sure to call her beautiful in the comments. Like all the pictures, like if I see her page, like her mom is always in all the comments, making sure that she tells her daughter that she's beautiful and that she's amazing, which is wonderful. I love that. But I think that, you know, we need to realize more that celebrities are still people.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I feel like people give celebrities and their families, they put them so much high on a pedestal that they often forget that we have to understand underneath all of that, they're human beings just like us.
Yeah, and if you drive people to feel like they want to commit suicide, I mean, where does it end?
Like, and you know, mental health has been something being heavily broadcasted within the last couple years in terms of promoting like seeing a therapist and stuff like that. So when people say these cruel things to these celebrities, they act as if celebrities aren't regular humans too, like we are.
And she can actually she has a beautiful voice as well.
Yeah, I feel like she's definitely talented, but I feel like, you know, people putting a damper on her. You know, people putting a damper on her and, you know, her not feeling, what's the word? Not empowered, but she's not embracing her confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like honestly, I feel like if Corey, if she was more confident and she had more self-love and she wasn't always put down by outsiders, I feel like she would have had a music career by now. Because she's Snoop Dogg's daughter. Like she would have been out by now. Because shit, T.I. kids out rapping and singing and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I mean, but I'm glad that she realizes that, like, you know, the mean things people say about her aren't true, and I'm glad that she's like coming forward and trying to bring awareness to it, though. But people need to calm the fuck down. When are people gonna get tired of calling people black and ugly? Like, when is that gonna be tired? I just want to know. I'm asking for a friend.
Me too.
So, do you watch Zeus at all? I don't either. There's a new show called Baddies ATL, which is basically like Bad Girls Club all over again. Like Natalie Nunn is in it, Tanisha's in it, Judy's in it. Like all the old bad girls are in it. So it's basically like a Bad Girls Club reboot, but it's on Zeus. So they named it Baddies ATL, and so that's a thing.
Oh, wait, I heard about that.
It's trashy. It's a hot ass mess. But I guess I mean, get your check, whatever. But I brought this up because they were doing some like promo press conference thing. I don't fucking know. So it was Natalie Nunn. You remember Judy?
Yeah.
The one that always held her damn purse. And it was Natalie, Judy, and somebody else, and then Tanisha. And so they were at some press conference or whatever. I'm calling it a press conference. I don't know what the fuck it was. But Judy was saying, like, yeah, y'all shame us for being on TV acting a certain way, but y'all watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, and those women are in their 40s and 50s and 60s acting a fool, acting like us. And y'all don't stand up into them. Portia, stealing husbands, like
they just,
this is the thing. So I made the mistake of commenting too early. You know how you comment on the shade room too early, or you comment on somewhere too early, and everybody sees your comment, so they want to react to it. So I commented way too early on the neighborhood talk, and my phone been going off all day. So basically, what I said was, because she called out the Real Housewives of Atlanta and she called out Portia and stuff. And basically, what I said was, I said, I understand her point, but at least they're making millions out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Candy's a millionaire. Nene Leakes, she's a millionaire. I don't think anyone else gets paid as much as Candy and Nene. But either way, they're in the hundreds of millions of dollars. They're getting paid way more than the Bad Girls Club girls, I'm for certain. So that was my whole point. But then everybody commented was like, "Oh, money's everything," and they're still whatever. But anywho, I'm asking you, Jonathan, how do you feel when it comes to, I guess, like different tiers of like reality TV when it comes to women? Because like all these women fight, but like, do you look at all these shows the same, or like how do you feel about these shows in general?
So I definitely feel as if some of these shows haven't been quite worth the hype in terms of like Flavor of Love, like the original Love and Hip Hop, where K. Michelle and Rashida.
Oh no, that's not even that wasn't the original. The original was the Jim Jones and Chrissy. That was the original Love and Hip Hop.
Well, the second one.
That was the original Love and Hip Hop.
But even the original, like the original one was up there in terms of like good quality TV. But everything now I feel like it's kind of just watered down. Like people are just trying to get a check. Their career may not be going in the way that they wanted to.
The acting is horrible.
Yeah, to make themselves still be relevant, they're like, oh, I need to just do something.
Making up fake music careers.
Like, no. Like, where is the quality at? Like, that's what we're missing. And, now, and even the actresses that they're putting on there, they're not real actresses. They're just people that
are extras.
Yeah, extras. Yeah. Much.
But I was talking about when it comes to these like shows like Real Housewives and Bad Girls Club, because that's basically the same thing. It's all women interacting with each other, being catty. But like when it comes to Bad Girls Club, when they're more like ratchet and more aggressive and more trashy, versus like the Real Housewives, where they're still, petty and catty, but it's not as like rough around the edges as the Bad Girls Club is. Like, do you look at those I described it in a way that I see them both differently. But with you, like, do you put them in the same category? Like, do you look at them the same, or do you look at them as like, oh, this is the more classy trash, or like that's what I mean. Like, what do you think of those?
Definitely, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference between top tier and low tier. When it comes to that, I definitely feel like you can tell the difference between classy and ratchet. And people will be like, well, oh, the ratchet is going to get more ratings because they're going to fight, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. But in terms of the people that's actually on the show, and they have a following, I feel like the classy still gets recognition as well. Me personally, I feel like if you have a good mixture of both, people are still gonna watch it. But when it's constantly like ratchet, like you may get uninterested and it's just gonna be like, I ain't gonna watch that next week or whatever. Then the reunion, everybody, waiting to see a fight or whatever. But it's definitely a difference between classy and ratchet.
Yeah, honestly, I think they both kind of ratchet. Just one makes more money than the other. That's basically what I'm saying. They both a hot ass mess. Both franchises are hot ass mess.
Big facts.
And then lastly, speaking of shows, did you hear about Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert? They're getting their own show on E, their own reality show on E. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. And I definitely feel like Tiana Taylor and Iman, they have a relationship that is just so, I don't know if I want to say unique, but it's definitely relatable. It's like people almost like want that within their own relationship.
It's more realistic.
Yeah. And they're themselves. They, they're not your average family, but they're definitely just outgoing people. And I think feel like
they're still very young too. They're like around our age.
And they incorporate their daughter in so much of what they do. And you see her, definitely
personality
too. I definitely feel like their show will definitely, their views will be up there for sure. And I just feel like for them, that's a good look. I wouldn't say like, oh no, I wouldn't watch that because it's them. Like I feel like they're good people. So
because this will be their third reality show, because they had like 2 different shows on VH1 a few years ago. So they make good TV. And I'm super happy though for Tiana, because I know that she has a lot of like struggles when it comes to her music career. She said sometime last year that she's like thinking about retiring from music because she's tired of like, just the music industry doing her wrong. But I know that but she still captivates us anyway with her personality and her family and her daughters and things like that. So, I mean, she says she's going to retire, but that's never really true. But I mean,
like people say they retire, and then next thing you know, a couple months later, I'm dropping, or a surprise, like, I'm back.
But also, Tiana, she does more than music. She's also like a director now and a producer and things like that. Yeah. So I think I would definitely want to see more of that on the show, especially with that E budget. So that's what the Kardashians on there. So they know, the E has a nice little budget. So I want to see what they got going on with that E budget. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I guess because the Kardashians are going off air, I guess they had room to like add on another reality show. So I think that would be good. I think it's a good move for Tiana for sure. Okay, so on to music. What music have you been listening to other than the new Nicki Minaj? What have you been listening to?
So I've definitely am still waiting on Bruno and Anderson .Paak.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, I'm waiting for that too.
I'm patiently waiting for that. I've listened to that almost every other day.
Oh, that's that one song.
What? Yeah.
That one song they got out.
Yeah, I've been listening to that. I listened to J. Cole's album all the way through.
I didn't finish that yet. I didn't finish it yet.
But he definitely, held his own. I'm waiting on King Kendrick.
Oh yeah, Kung Fu Kenny.
Who else have I listened to? T-Pain and Kalani got a new song out.
Yes, because they flipped the Buy You a Drink record, right?
Yes, and I'm feeling that. So
is Kalani independent?
I think she is.
I feel like she is. I don't know. I feel like she is independent.
And then who else have I listened to? DJ Khaled's album.
How you feel about that?
So I guess compared to some of his previous albums, I definitely feel like this one was more personal for him. I do like a couple of the songs that are on there. Of course, the Sorry Not Sorry with Nas and Jay-Z. I definitely like the I Did It record with Post Malone and Megan and Lil Baby and the Baby. I think he could have left off the 2 Drake records that we've already heard and put something else on there.
But they do that because that's for streams.
Yeah. But those are, and I as much as people knocked on Cardi for her record. Yeah.
I liked it. Shit.
I personally feel like for her, that was her, like in her element. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it was completely bad. I definitely saw people in the comments talking about the beat be beating y'all up. Like y'all can't.
They just don't like her.
Yeah, I guess the fame.
Yeah, Kehlani signed to Atlantic.
Okay. Cool. Because I feel like between Atlantic and Interscope, or Republic, that's where
those are big labels, yeah. Because the baby is on Interscope, I think. Because if I'm not mistaken, either Interscope or something else, but I know that it was the baby, Selena Gomez, and Billie Eilish. They were on the cover of Billboard a few months ago. Let me look it up. Hold on.
No, I was saying that they definitely, I believe, are all on the same label.
And the baby actually been kind of quiet these past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's not like him to be quiet.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, that's fine. Listen, that's why I wasn't really mad about Megan stepping away, because she doesn't want to oversaturate herself because she's on everybody's featured song, sharing everybody remix. She had just put an album out. She, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't mind the stepping away. But yeah, what else you said? What else you listen to?
So yeah, besides the Khaled, Moneybagg Yo, his album is really good.
Oh my God, I love Moneybagg Yo. Yeah, he's on Interscope.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Moneybagg Yo, man. At first, when he first came out, I was like, "Who is this? Oh, what?" Yo, Jonathan, like, he goes hard. Moneybagg Yo go hard.
And his sound has transformed from when he first came out to now. Like, he's not stuck in the same mindset as he was either. I feel like he's definitely set himself apart from Yo Gotti. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I never really I keep forgetting that him and Yo Gotti are like linked in some way. I don't even think of Yo Gotti when I think of Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah, I no longer really think of them all like, being the same in terms of like who they were signed to. Because I know basically like Yo Gotti was like signing a lot of Memphis rappers and stuff.
Because didn't he sign what's his name?
Black Youngster.
Yeah, he signed Black Youngster.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I started listening to more Moneybagg Yo when they came
to
the joint album, and they came to Winterfest in Baltimore. Like, ago.
You said how long ago? How long ago was this?
Like probably 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was like a Winterfest, and they were out there. Moneybagg, Yo Gotti, Black Youngster. I want to even say Cardi was there at that point as well. When Press was out. Yeah, when Press was out. So I can definitely tell the people that he brings in, they don't stay the same, just because they're signing Yo Gotti. Like, he's definitely transitioning into becoming himself, like his craft. And you can definitely tell from this album compared to his previous albums, he's leveled up in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's actually like, more open and, really like I really enjoyed his Breakfast Club interview that he did a few weeks ago too. So I like Moneybagg, yo. I think he go hard as shit. Like it's his I think it's the voice and his accent that be doing it for me. And then the beat. It's just he gonna be around for I think he's gonna be around for a long time.
But I feel like the remake for Waukesha, I feel like that just it's a vibe.
Yeah, everybody like Waukesha. Waukesha. Anywho, did you have any more music? Because I got a couple of things I want to discuss for my little musical list.
That's really all I've been listening to.
Yes, so I haven't finished the J. Cole album. I will finish that soon, but I enjoy it so far. I just, you know what, with J. Cole, I'm like, look, I'll listen to it. I don't care because I feel like he's telling me a story. Just let me know what you've been going through while you've been gone. I don't care how it sounds. Just let me know what you've been going through, how you feeling. Just let me know. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm listening to the whole thing. I don't fucking care. So I'm like, I don't even care. He's telling me his story the way he wants to tell me the story. So I'm down for whatever he gives me. Anywho, how did you feel about did you watch the Migos new video for their song called Straightening?
I have not, but I feel like they're not the same group that went ballistic over. You know what I'm saying? And I guess
you said what?
They're not the same group that people like gravitated towards, like went ballistic for.
Yeah.
Because even Culture 2 disappointed me compared to Culture.
I think it was way too many songs on Culture 2. And then also, it was a song they had on Culture 2 that sounded just like one of the songs from Culture 1. I'm like, why did y'all put this on here like this? But
yeah,
listen. So I used to love me. I love Migos. Like in college, I loved the Migos in college. But like, it's just, I just feel like it's something about, because I remember saying on this podcast, how I feel like they fell off a little bit. And honestly, not to be shady, I liked when they did their solo projects. Honestly, this is the thing. All right, Jonathan, I want Offset to go solo. I want another solo Offset album because solo Offset, he is great. I love because he's very I feel like out of the three of them, Offset is more versatile. Like he can change up his flow more. And he fits on different types of songs, if that makes sense. Like if you haven't noticed, like, Offset does a lot of different features with a lot of different genre, or a lot of like pop people or whatever, like Quavo does like Quavo does like the big. See, I think Offset does more features than Quavo does, but with Quavo, he's so cool with Justin Bieber, so whatever they do together is going to be like this big diamond platinum hit. You know what I mean? But I think Offset does a lot more groundwork when it comes to different things, and I think his rapping is way more versatile, and I thoroughly enjoy solo Offset music. Like his album was great. He makes good songs by himself, and it sounds different from one another. It doesn't sound the same, I don't know. Am I making sense?
Oh, you're making absolutely perfect sense. I have the same sentiments that you stated, so I agree.
Yeah. You think that he's you like him more out of three, or?
Yeah, I definitely feel I like Offset more. To me, Quavo was the one that pretty much kind of got people together to kind of do songs with Migos.
Yeah.
But Offset to me like stands out.
I think this is the thing. I think Quavo is like very attractive. I think he has like the bigger personality, I think, but I think that Offset, he just he is, to me, like the better artist, or like, I guess, I think he's a better artist, with sure. Takeoff, he's so laid back, but Takeoff, I ain't gonna lie, Takeoff, he makes some hard ass shit by himself too. I ain't gonna hold you. He makes some hard ass shit by himself, but I feel like Offset is the best of both worlds. Like Offset gives me more of a variety. I'll say that. And I think a lot of times with Quavo, he does a lot of like Travis Scotty type stuff. Like I'm like, this sounds like Travis Scott, you know? Yeah, that's how I be feeling sometimes with him. Okay, so then also Mulatto, she announced her project called Lotto is coming out soon. I think it's this Friday, I think.
Do you think it's an EP or do you think it's a single?
I think it's a project because if it was a single, she would have just said the single name. But it's a project, I think.
Okay.
Looks like a cover. Yeah.
Because that promo video she did,
let me see.
It had me wondering, like, you know, it had me wondering, like, okay.
Let me see. She must have just posted it because I ain't see it before.
Well, it's she posted it on Instagram. I want to say a few days ago, last Friday or something like that.
What's wrong with her page? Her page is her page down?
Hold on, let me check.
It's not coming up no more.
Or did she change her name?
She officially changed her name to Lotto, but I don't think she changed her Instagram handle.
She changed her Instagram name to Lotto.
Oh.
And I just now catching that.
I see it now. Lotto 777. Ugh. Yeah, I get it because you know she had to change the name because people wasn't having it with the mulatto stuff. But damn, I love the cover though. Let me see this promo. Mr. So I made it official 521. I think it's a project, maybe like an EP type of situation. Yeah, because she's showing behind the scenes in the studio. Yeah, it's a project. I love the cover art though. It's really cute.
Yeah, I like mulatto.
I like her a lot too.
I guess it's Lotto now.
Yeah, Lotto. We gonna still call her Mulatto, but she puts Lotto 777. All right, Mulatto. You gonna still call her Mulatto. Okay, so yeah, yep. Yeah. So yeah, I like Mulatto a lot. I think she's really talented. And then also the City Girls, they're finally gonna release their leaked single Twerkulator. So I can't wait for that. I mean, I'm guessing the cover art for the single is really cute. But I mean, I don't know if they shot a video for it or I don't know what they did. They just shot the cover art for it, I guess.
Huh?
I mean, I don't know if they shot a video. I know they shot the cover art for it the other day and they released the cover art today. But what I'm saying is like, I mean, did they make a video out of it or what are they doing?
So I don't know if they did a video. I feel like if they're just now getting cleared for the song, I doubt they did a video so quick.
Yeah.
But I guess, now that it's coming out, like it can count towards
officially. Yeah. Oh man, I wish that so this is the thing, right? This is a fun fact. So my cousin, he's a producer, right? And he actually produced a couple songs for other QC artists like Lakia and Bankroll Freddie.
Yeah.
So he produced some songs on Lakia, right? I love Lakia. I like her a lot too. She go hard as shit. I like Lakia a lot. But yeah, so he was supposed so the Twerkulator, it wasn't clear, right? It wasn't clear. So I guess like he was supposed to like do a new version or whatever, but I guess they ended up getting the sample cleared. So his version didn't come out. And I was hoping if they released the Twerkulator song, it would have been his version. But it's not. It's the sample version that they finally got cleared. But yeah. But I mean, yeah, I guess.
Well, hopefully he can get his
because if this is listen, if his version of Twerkulator came out, if they had released his version, listen, I don't know, man. That would have been his hit. I feel like because like every producer has like that one song that really put them on the map. I think Twerkulator would have helped them
for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But the cover art's pretty cute. I love when they do little cute press on nails. That was cute.
Yeah, I feel like Kalon, he's been in his bag.
Who?
Kalon.
Oh, Kellen. Yeah, Kellen. Yeah.
Kalon or Kellen?
I thought it was Kellen.
Let's ask the people. How do you...
Is it Kellen or Kellen?
But I know his
Santana be like, Carisha, where's Kelly? Carisha, who's on here today?
Like it's I never really knowing their names for real, but I definitely feel like he's been in his bag since he been doing Megan's and the City Girls, Nicki, Doja, you know, different people here. SZA, I want to say as well. Like he's definitely doing.
Okay, so my last song, I wanted to see what you thought. Did you hear the Trackstar remix featuring it's by Mooski? The Trackstar remix featuring Chris Brown, Young Blue, and A Boogie with the Hoodie.
So that came out today. I haven't heard it yet, but I feel like with the culture, and I could say it because I definitely feel as if it's okay not to do a remix to every hit song. You know what I'm saying? Like some songs should just be left as is. Now, additionally, to add on to that, when people make remixes, how it used to be, the beat used to be switched up. The flow
be a whole new damn song. That's why I loved Savage remix so much. It was a whole new damn song.
Yeah, like it was so different. But now people just be putting the same lyric on there and they add somebody's verse to it.
Remember when they remixed my bad. Remember when they remixed The Dreams, She Got Her Own?
And see, that was so
and they turned it turned into a whole new drive around if you could kind of thing. It was a whole nother song. What you gonna say?
Yeah, like, you know, that's the difference between people actually, you know, putting out music and switching it up.
Yeah, but I mean, I think nowadays it's such a easy cheat code nowadays, because when a remix comes out, you know it's a business move. And then Homeboy, we don't even know him. He's a new artist, so that's his first hit. So it's like, I guess he's just trying to like keep us entertained while he tries to work on other new music, I guess. I don't know. This like how the Throat Baby dude came out with that remix. Even though the remix is bomb.
But like yeah, I feel like that remix fitted. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people clown the City Girls for it, like they wanted Lotto.
I want to be fucked like it's fun.
I definitely feel like they held their own on that record. I definitely feel like the Baby being on that type of record added a new flair to it. And even KRS, he switched up his flow on it too. So
yeah,
it was fitting. But like I said, I haven't heard the Trackstar remix yet, so
me neither. I just wanted to see if you did, but you didn't. But you know, it's a cheat code. They got Chris Brown on it, so you know, ultimately it's gonna be like on the charts somehow. You know, so.
And then I would like to see Chris Brown actually do a video doing the choreography to it.
You think you gonna do? You think he gonna do the Trackstar choreo?
Well, not choreography, but you know how he used to get on like 106. And...
Oh yeah. I'm talking about. I'm thinking you want him to do the damn TikTok dance to it.
Oh no.
I'm like, what?
No, I don't think he would do all of that, but
right.
You know, breezy is breezy. So
yeah. Well, that is that's all for my music. I did want to say this. I'm not really watching any shows right now because Snowfall is off, but I am going to get back into watching this show called The Black Lady Sketch Show on HBO. The second season just came out. The first season was freaking hilarious, but it's an all Black woman cast and it's just different sketches on HBO, all in one show. And it shows that Black women can, you know, be funny and be versatile. I don't know why these SNL and all these other sketch comedy shows don't have more Black women on them, but this show, Black Lady Sketch Show, shows that Black women can be funny and they're talented and they're versatile and they can do anything. So I think, Jonathan, you should check it out. I don't know if you have HBO or not, but it's funny as hell.
I do have HBO, so
and I believe it's produced by Issa Rae. So there you go. Yeah.
So for that recommendation. I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Yes. Anywho, well, that's all for me. Any last words you want to say? Any last minute shows you want to shout out, or anything you want to say before we close out? Any positivity you want to spread?
So I know y'all have heard that Pose is gonna be ending.
Yeah.
I've watched 3 episodes thus far that they have shown on Fox.
The last season of the 3?
Yeah. So they've showed 3 episodes thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's definitely bittersweet, being that if you saw the first 2 seasons, like how far they've came as, people in general, but the characters they've grown into, and they really have grown into them. And so now, like, following them on like IG and stuff like that, they really love who they're becoming. And I think this season combined highlights, the positivity and what they had to offer to the show. I definitely hate that it's coming to an end, because shows like this and Legendary and things like that, it's definitely keeping everyone up to date on what is going on. But I hate that it can get emotional while watching some of the shows.
See, I haven't even watched Pose. I need to watch Pose, man. Come on, FX, right?
Yeah.
That means it's on Hulu. Yeah, so I can just watch it on Hulu. Yeah, I haven't even gotten into Pose. I haven't even gotten into P-Valley yet. Shaking my head. Hello?
Yeah, I haven't gotten into that either.
Yeah, so maybe I should get into that since Snowfall is off. Did you watch Snowfall?
That is actually what was on my list next.
You've never watched Snowfall?
No, I told y'all I was in them books.
I know that's right. Be in them books. That's why you got them damn 3 degrees now. Anywho. All right, well, that's all for me. That's all for you?
Yes, that is all for me.
All right. Well, thank you, Jonathan, for joining me for episode 96 of Heard the Podcast. It's me, Danny. Again, Heard the Podcast is available on all podcast streaming platforms. That's iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, anything you can think of, we're on there. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Heard the Podcast. That's HERD the podcast. Make sure you guys, I don't know, tell a friend, like, comment, subscribe, go on YouTube, type us in.